Good evening, Starlights, and welcome to the Degeneration Podcast, Ray, the podcast for the degenerate generation. This is episode 8 and the last episode of this season, but I'll get to that in a second. Let me introduce my charming co-host, Mandato. Please introduce yourself.
Hello.
Hello. So this is the last episode of season 1. I wanted to cut it off at season 8 because episode 8, because season 1 was all just learning about us, learning what we like, what we don't like, what we despise. But we'll learn about a little bit more about what we despise later on when we get into stuff like Smash or Pass or like our least favorite foods. But anyways, I wanted to cut it off at episode 8. 1, because I hate myself, and 8 episode seasons suck. 2, because I really want to start getting guests on here. Yes, there are a few people that have been interested in coming onto the podcast, and I want them on because having guests is fun. Now, get over here, because it's just me and Mandato here today. Yes, it's me and my co-host. Me and my lovely co-host. Now, small talk. Would you like to go first?
Sure.
All right.
So there is a song called "Hold Them Down." Um, as a part of Epic the Musical that came out not all that long ago.
Oh my god.
And boy fucking howdy. Is it a really good song?
Do I
Now,
need to? Okay, no, go ahead. Go ahead. I'll say
it's
what.
horrifying. It's horrible, right? But it is a wonderful villain song. It feels like the true emotions of someone who is like actively seeking power and trying to persuade other people that he isn't as insane as he actually is.
Mm. So it's
It's
like those
wonderful.
old villain songs from Disney.
Yeah, I would say so. But the difference being that this is not PG.
Scar trying to explain that he's normal to all of his crew.
Yeah. But again, this is not PG. This is
Ah.
who.
Yeah, it's a musical. So
Right, exactly. So, while you would typically expect like the villain song to be something along the lines of like revelry and like how villainous he is. In this one, it's much more what's the best way to describe it? Um, the best way to describe it, I suppose, is he feels dissatisfied with how hard it is to effectively accomplish what he needs to do to become king.
hmm.
So he's just trying to persuade everyone else to help him do some really horrible shit, like really bad.
Like Hitler
Namely,
explaining how to
sure,
do
namely,
the Holocaust.
um, no, not that quite bad.
Not
No,
quite
no,
that
no, no,
bad.
no,
Okay,
no, no.
so
Um,
Scar explaining to the hyenas to take over the kingdom.
um,
Bad.
well, I will start with the
Or
first of
Hellfire,
his
I want to fuck a
I will.
gypsy.
Oh, absolutely, that's part of it. But
I see.
I will put I will only state one of the two crimes that he is saying that they shall commit, which is that they will wait for the former king's prince, right, his son, to come back from his diplomatic mission, on the beaches for him, hold him down, slit his throat, cut him into tiny pieces, and toss him into the ocean.
Ah.
That is one of the crimes that he
Hmm.
wants to commit.
I see. Man, do I have to? Okay, this is what I was gonna say before. Do I have to listen to Epic the Musical? Because I hear so much about it because I watch Danny Mata reactions, and
I'll
I'll
put
talk
it
more about Danny
this
Mata
way.
because he's hot. But but he watches a lot of it, and he gasses the fuck out of it.
hmm Okay, I'll put it this way. Epic the Musical is really awesome. It's a retelling of Greek myths, right?
Mm.
Um, this part is primarily, I believe it's separated into different parts. Um, I believe the Icatha saga or whatever is primarily over Odysseus' story. Um, so Hold Them Down is the part where Odysseus is like in his normal story. Basically, they're the wife of Odysseus, who doesn't believe that he's dead, but the rest of the kingdom is kind of thinking that. Says, "Okay, you know what? You got it. String my husband's bow and shoot through 12 axes clean,
Hmm.
and you got it. You got the throne." Fun fact about Odysseus's bow. This is kind of a historical fact. You strung it backwards, so no one was
Yeah.
able to do it because they didn't know how to.
Hmm.
Um,
It was an I I'm guessing it's an old recurve bow where you have to
yes,
literally like put it between your legs
and
and
bend
string
it
it
over. Yeah,
backwards. Yeah,
it's really fucking weird. But the point
it's really
is,
fucking hard. Have you ever strung
yes,
a bow, by the
exactly.
way? Like a
Sorry.
normal bow, not even a recurve. You ever
But
strung a normal bow?
no,
Shit's hard. You think you're gonna break it, honestly.
that's fair. But specifically, everyone was stringing it incorrectly, right? So
Hmm.
it seemed impossible. Um, in the original story, Odysseus um, is disguised, and
Hmm.
he just returned, like like literally just then. So he disguises as one of the suitors. Is about
Um,
one of the other suitors who gets tired
sorry, I think you got cut out for a
and
second there. Do you
frustrated
mind
because no one is
rewinding?
able to. What
Hello.
part?
He was dressed in one of the
What
suitors.
part? Yes, he was dressed as one of the suitors. The song is about a different suitor. Um, I forgot his name. But it is a suitor who is at the moment frustrated because it's been so long. They've tried so many times. Um, and it hasn't really gone to Odysseus yet. But he's just convinced, no one's going to be able to do this because no one before has. So he is trying to gather the crowd of suitors to effectively commit a coup, right? And
Hmm.
so Odysseus is just kind of sitting there and watching it for most of the song, like more or less trying to see which one of the suitors he needs to kill,
Ah, I see.
which one of them is planning on betraying the kingdom, more or less.
Hmm. Also, one thing I might add that for some reason it's debated for some reason, but I mean, it seems pretty obvious that these would be long haft axes. Axes with a little cutout in the end where the handlebar is, where the handle is. So you would be actually able to shoot an arrow through the hole and
Mm,
not actually. They didn't mean actually shoot arrows through the metal
yeah.
because that would be fucking insane.
No, it's basically just like, I mean, the 12 axes is mostly just like a thematic element,
Yeah.
but it's effectively just shoot an arrow straight through a small hole.
Hmm.
That's it.
Yeah. A hole about the size of like your fist. 12 straight. It's hard, but I get it. It's more thematic. But
And also, Odysseus can do it, so
yeah. Yeah. Like it's not an impossible task. It's just a hard task. But also, I was more talking about how like people don't know what an axe looked like.
older axes, yeah.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, back then, axes were used as weapons, and so they were
Hmm.
crafted different than modern day axes,
Yeah.
which are exclusively used for, woodcutting.
Yeah. Pretty much. All right. So that's something you've been listening to recently.
It's really good. The fucking dude.
I'm pretty sure you can listen to the
George
whole thing
Rivera.
through animatics on YouTube, so
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
you can get some visuals.
This motherfucker sings his fucking ass off. It's so impressive.
Really.
It's like
Are we
it's genuinely awesome.
are we like are we saying like opera level or like Hamilton level? What kind of singing level are we talking about?
Level?
Yeah, like quality.
Well, those are drastically
Like
different.
Hamilton is like it's okay. Some of the singers are pretty good, but like opera is like really good. What level? What are we tilting more towards?
Um, hmm. While it is in a theatrical style, the quality is significantly higher because Epic the Musical is a concept album.
Hmm. Gotcha.
So it is a music album. It's not an actual musical. It's just
Oh,
all the songs of a musical.
I was under the impression it was like an actual musical, and then they recorded it for an album, like they did with Hamilton.
No, it's a musical told entirely through songs.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah.
So very good.
For reference for people, I don't think I've ever seen a musical. I have listened to the entire album of Hamilton, and I have seen a few plays, and that's
Mhm.
all my experience on that.
I've seen fuck 3
Hmm. Musicals or plays?
musicals.
Gotcha. Gotcha. Yeah.
I've seen, was it Wicked? No, it was Frozen, Hamilton, and Dear Evan Hansen.
They did a play for Frozen.
Yeah, they did a musical of Frozen.
Musical. Was it good?
You know, I said this at the time. I don't know if I still hold the same opinion because it's been so many years, but um honestly, the visuals of Frozen, like the technical aspects, was very impressive. I
Really?
loved the way that, yeah, I loved the behind the scenes. Not seeing it, of course, but like the direction, the awesome fucking visual effects that went alongside the musical were fantastic. Really elevated the performance.
Gotcha.
Anyway, I think I've talked about small talk a little bit
All right.
enough.
Well, I mean, I wanted to give you more time because you usually don't have small talk. So, yeah,
That's true.
yeah. Well, on my end, it's mostly news. I don't have much small talk. I guess I will talk a little bit of small talk. So, as for my small talk, I have begun the multi randomizer with me, JJ, Q, and Kubo. I'm playing Dark Souls 3. JJ is playing Sonic Adventure Battle 2, or Adventure 2 Battle. Names are weird. I believe Q is playing A Hat in Time, and Kubo is playing Legend of Zelda Minish Cap. So, unfortunately, during our stream, Kubo fell asleep. So, I and we could not find the small Lothric banner to for me to be able to progress to the second area. So I've been stuck in the first area of Dark Souls 3, aka High Lothric Wall. However, the equipment I have is very good. I've got 2 pieces of what's his face's armor, the Dogman, Birdman, what is his name? The leader of the Abyss Watchers, that guy. I have 2 pieces of his armor, as well as the Vorthammer, which is one of my favorite weapons in the game, so I'm very happy. But, as I said, I've been stuck there for a while. Other than that, we have news. So the first thing I'm going to mention is the kickoff of Zenless Zone Zero 2.0. We're not sponsored. We haven't been sponsored by anyone, but if you'd like to sponsor us, we'd be willing. Yes, the kickoff of 2.0, go play it. There's a lot of free rolls and everything. I got fucking nothing. Mandato here got fucking everything. This motherfucker.
Yeah,
I hate you. I hate you,
well,
motherfucker.
maybe you should just have better fucking luck.
You got
Who knows?
Yijuan. You got Yijuan's. Did you get Yijuan's W engine?
Yep.
You got Yijuan's W engine. Who was the banner as well? It
Ad Astra.
was Ad Astra. You got Ad Astra's W engine as well, I think.
Nope, not yet.
No, you didn't.
Almost. We're
but
close.
when randomly rolling, you also got Pulchra, which is another character you wanted. And I got nothing. I literally got nothing. I got fucking balls. I got balls for all my rolls, and I'm so sad.
I also got the panda.
Yeah, you also got what is his name again?
Oh, I also got Pulchra's W engine, by the way.
You got Pulchra's W engine? What the fuck? What the hell, man?
Maybe you should just try harder.
True.
Who
True.
knows?
Just be better at the video game. Just pull harder. What
It's
is
fucking true.
hold up. What is his name? Do you know his name?
The panda?
Yeah.
No fucking clue.
It's a
I didn't
Pan
know he
Yinhu.
existed until I rolled him.
Pen Yinhu.
Oh.
Pen Yinhu. So that's the panda's name. But yeah, so yeah, go play that. Have you gotten some experience with Yijuan?
Yeah, of course I have.
How is she?
Rivals Miyabi.
Really? Really?
I'd say very close. Miyabi wins out, but not by much.
I mean, in like fun wise, I know they're about the same in like power wise.
Strength, yeah. In terms of how fun she is fun, definitely. She's a lot more technical than Miyabi is.
Gotcha. All right. Cool. Wait, she's a lot more technical than Miyabi is. Damn.
Yeah. She has a few different gimmicks.
Well, all right. I hope they keep that.
She has 2 separate ults. She has Auric Ink Point passive, which is going to work differently. She also has a passive meter that she needs to charge that she also expends sometimes, and also a few extra attacks.
Well, goddamn. I hope they keep up that trend because the new characters they've been releasing have been just cooler and cooler and have been a lot more complicated. But honestly, with a game that's so simple, I think it's fine to have complicated characters.
Yeah. What's his name?
The
archer.
Oh,
he's kind of complicated.
Hayabusa, I think is his name.
Yeah. He's kind of complicated.
I don't remember.
Has a fun little marking gimmick, has 2 separate like ranges.
Maybe I need to play him because honestly, I have him, I think.
He's kind of yeah, you probably have him by default because
oh right, everyone got him for free. Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh well. All right. The next thing is that there are new Night Rain Everdark Sovereigns. So they're essentially enhanced versions of the bosses that we've already beat. And beating them will give you a what is the material called? It's an extra material that you can use to buy new relics, as well as I believe they said new cosmetics. I'm not entirely sure. But there'll be a new shop with a new NPC apparently. And hopefully the next thing that they release, I'm assuming it'll be a few months, but honestly, I hope the next thing they release is new characters. Because as much as they've released a lot of characters at first, I kind of want a new one. Because I'm a consumer. I'm a goddamn red-blooded American.
Yeah, see, I would prefer that I get a chance to get some of the older characters like Ellen. But whatever.
Oh, for Zenless Zone Zero.
Yeah.
Yeah. I had moved on to Night Rain. Whoops.
I thought we were still. I'm sorry.
Yes, the Everdark Sovereigns.
I zoned out for 1 minute. I'm sorry. I just had an 8-hour shift. Fuck you.
Okay, to be fair, the Everdark Sovereigns does sound like a Zenless Zone Zero thing. So that's entirely fair.
Whatever. Anyway, no. I do. Yeah, I hope Night Rain gets updated with new characters. That would be fun.
There's a few balance changes.
Presumably they are going to.
There's a few balance changes that I would like. First off, give Executor a tiny bit more health.
Yeah, I
2,
think Executor needs a little bit more health.
give Revenant a way to restore FP. 3,
Mhm.
give Recluse passive mana regen. Please, for the love of God. Because if I run out of mana and I have to watch Recluse do that stupid staff wave thing, I'm gonna kill myself. In Minecraft,
In
obviously.
Minecraft.
Yeah, in
Yeah.
Minecraft. I'm gonna jump off a 200
Maybe you
block
should just
dirt
get that
tower.
one. What's the floaty guy again?
A floaty guy?
With an A. Yeah.
What?
The boss. The super floaty boss.
Oh, right. Yeah. Augur.
Yeah, you just got to get an augur roll or
Uh,
the invasion.
Chet says, is this not including the Recluse mana siphon ability? No, no, no. Passive mana regen, not active mana regen. Also, give us a way to discard what's it called? The elements we don't want. Please. Let us discard elements. Because if I suddenly have to just be like, okay, I'm the support now because one of my allies is just picked Holy and they have a fast attacking weapon, I'm gonna lose my mind. But all right, the last thing I wanted to mention for a small talk, Deltarune Chapter 4 has been released, and people are very excited about it, especially our friends. They're very excited about it. Now, I'm gonna be honest. As someone who was really into Undertale when it was released, I was really young when that was released, to be fair, but I'm not really into Deltarune. I said I was going to get into it, and then I didn't. I think what turned me off was the whole thing not releasing. I think it being released in chapters kind of like was like, oh, okay, I'll watch the first part and then I'll just forget about this until the rest of it comes out. Like Life is Strange. I didn't keep up with that either because I watched the first chapter and then just ignored it for the rest of it.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Do you do that same thing?
Sometimes.
Yeah.
There are some games that I do that with, and then there are some games that I can separate and get to be the exception.
Yeah, I do that with anime too. Like Rising of the Short Rising of the why can't I say that? Rising of the Shield Hero. There we go. I did that with that too. I'd never watched season 2
Speaking of, we need to do a drinking game soon.
of
Of a lovely little tune that I just realized existed.
Tune.
Called To the Lovely Little Tune of shut up, it makes sense. Called Love Flops.
Oh god.
It's gonna
Well,
be wonderful.
we'll discuss that later. We'll discuss that
Discuss
later.
that later.
But for now, we have our topic for today. And I know we spent a little bit more time on small talk than we usually do, but it's fine. We've got our topic. It's a pretty fast one, to be honest. Though depends on how long we talk about each of the ones. And
Probably not gonna be long.
I will start this one. So today's topic is our favorite foods. As the last episode of the first season of the podcast, our Degeneration podcast, Ray, which is technically like this is technically like the 10th season of the Degeneration podcast overall, but whatever. Whatever. I will start us off. For my top 10, this is not foods that we don't like. We're not including any foods that we don't like, just foods that we like. And I have them organized in a certain way. Mondato has his organized in a different way, maybe. But I will start. So at 10, I have pancakes. I like pancakes. Not as much as some other foods, but they're very easy to make, and I can put whatever I want on them, and they're great. And going to IHOP or some other, we have a diner down the road that I hope doesn't close down because it's seeming more likely every day. But Yeah, and I like them. I like them with chocolate chips, and I like them American style. You know, big fluffy stacks of pancakes.
Horrible.
Damn.
Fluffy stacks of pancakes.
Yeah,
Disgusting.
with corn syrup on 'em. Like a true red-blooded American.
I see.
All right, your turn.
Well, unlike this fool, I like good things, like
Okay.
shepherd's pie.
Mm, okay. What do you like
I
about
think I
shepherd's
have
pie?
already discussed shepherd's pie. But,
Have you?
yeah.
Oh, wait, you did. Yeah, discuss it more. Oh, no.
Grr.
Yeah, what is a
Alright,
shepherd's
whatever.
pie?
So, a shepherd's pie. I honestly don't know the history of it.
I don't need the history of a
Oh,
shepherd's
oh,
pie.
hey,
I just need
it's
what
French
is a
cuisine.
shepherd's
Cool.
pie?
I
Actually,
guess it's
it
French
being
cuisine.
French, really
Yeah.
surprising. I think it
No, it
would be
makes
like
sense.
Irish or British.
It makes sense. You're just dumb.
All
I'm
right.
sorry. That was very mean.
Damn. You know what? Don't talk about shepherd's pie. It's fine.
Okay, fine. Anyway, so basically, honestly, the best way to describe it, I suppose, is it's quite literally a pie, just pie crust, more or less mashed potatoes, and a small selection of vegetables, but mostly just minced meat that is spiced up. So
Gotcha.
it's mostly just potatoes and straight meat, and I love it.
Gotcha. Are
Boy,
there gonna be a
howdy, it
lot of
is a heavy slice, but
there gonna be a lot of Cajun foods on here?
no,
Ah, I see.
nuh-uh.
Really?
Nope, not at all. Nuh-uh.
They're all gonna be Cajun foods, aren't they?
Nope, there are only 3.
Oh, okay.
That's not
Uh,
a Cajun food, by the way. That doesn't count.
yeah, that's also what I was asking. Yeah. All right. I don't know what counts as Cajun food, to be honest.
Well, more specifically, it's food that was. You know what? I'll explain it later.
Yeah. All right. My number 9 spot, I've got cereal. Now, cereal's a really basic bitch one, but I like it. I eat cereal in the morning, cereal in the evening. You could just have cereal whenever you want. It's crazy. I like Cinnamon Toast Crunch and Frosted Flakes. You know what? Sometimes, just sometimes, you'll have some Wheaties. You know, it's
Hmm.
basically Frosted Flakes, no sugar. Oh, also, the Cheerios with the honey nut Cheerios. But you get the honey nut Cheerios, and then you put more honey on them. Fantastic. All right, go ahead.
Okay. A meat pie. We've gotten to the first Cajun thing.
Mm-mm.
So, how to describe that? If you've never had a meat pie before, um, that is the most common name for it, at least for where I am from. And it can be from like a lot of different places. But the Cajun version is typically, I think you described it kind of like an empanada.
Oh yeah, where it's like it's packed into like a
Yeah,
pastry kind of
it
thing.
actually does resemble an empanada in a lot of ways, but
Yeah.
it is primarily very spicy, um, and it is most of the time has like almost exclusively just meat. That's it.
Mm. Yeah. We have a similar. Well, we have empanadas, but we've got them with like meat, and we got them with like carrots and stuff. And
Surprisingly,
it's
very
it's a similar thing.
similar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think ours isn't as spicy, surprisingly enough.
Yeah, we're primarily spicy. We,
Yeah.
we we really like it spicy. So thumbs up.
Yeah. Yeah. As you'll see, I like I like spicy things, but I don't like spicy things the way that Mexicans like spicy things. You know, my people. They like to put just salsa and everything. And I'm not a big fan of salsa. I like just peppers and stuff. I like more like Asian spice where it's more like oils and
I
stuff.
like better spice.
Like chili oils, habanero, stuff like that. I don't like jalapeno.
Hmm.
Yeah. But either way, speaking of meat, my next spot, number 8. In my meat category, which is number 8, surprise, surprise. As much as I like meat, I I get meated out, you know? You have too much meat, you get too much meat, you know? God, can I say something that's less sus? Um, I think my favorite is probably pork chops, honestly. Pork chops on the bone, shit hits, man. Shit hits so hard. And, obviously you have your steak. Steak is always good, and you can have it in so many different ways as well. Like Mexicans love their beef. But I think honestly just a good pork chop. Very nice. All right, your turn.
Okay. Beef bourguignon.
Hmm.
Um, from that response, I assume you don't know what the fuck
I
that
don't know.
is.
I don't know what that is.
Okay, and I've had this so often. I'm not even gonna lie, but it is a stew that is brewed or that is primarily made. I almost said brewed because I guess that's not incorrect. In
But
a
Julia Child has a
braised
recipe on
in
it.
red wine. Sorry,
Julia Child has a recipe on it. Just looked it up.
interesting.
Ooh, that looks good.
Anyway, no, but it is a. It's just really good. It is basically just a normal stew as you would expect anywhere with beef stock and chunks of beef, carrots, potatoes, the typical stuff that you would expect. But and garlic and all the good stuff. But it is primarily made with red wine.
Hmm. Hmm.
The beef is braised in red wine, and then also the flavor of that wine is definitely present in
I
the
need to I need to try
meat.
this because the images they have on here, it looks so good. Like the meat is beautifully glazed with like the broth and everything and the wine.
Yep,
God, that looks good.
it is.
Th-
It's
This
very good.
episode's gonna make me hungry. Yeah, I think the only thing I don't like about it is the mushrooms. But if I can pick out the mushrooms, peak. I think I like mushrooms when they flavor the dish. I don't like mushrooms being in the dish. It's their texture. Yeah, because I like mushrooms in miso, like mushroom miso soup. But I don't like the mushrooms. They're very rubbery. Anyway, sorry for hijacking your thing. Did you have anything else to say about beef bourguignon?
Um, nothing in particular. I've just had it a lot, so naturally it's become my favorite, or one of my favorites.
All
This is in
right.
no particular order. I want to be very clear.
Ah,
I'm
okay.
just,
Mine is. Yours
I'm
isn't.
just
Then
saying
fair,
shit, man.
fair, fair. Yeah, you need to make that when next time like we have a big party. You should make that. It would go so fucking hard.
Maybe
It would go so goddamn hard. You know
that
what
shit
went
takes
hard?
hours. Mm.
That I don't like casseroles. That casserole you made last time went so hard.
Okay.
Went really hard. All right. The next one I have, my number 7 spot, which is surprising. Maybe surprising to some people. Vegetables. I fucking love vegetables, but it depends on if you make the vegetables right, all right? Asparagus, you gotta fry them bitches up. Broccoli, honestly, broccoli by itself, nothing else slaps. Beef and broccoli slaps. Macaroni and cheese and broccoli slaps. Broccoli's really good in general. Lettuce, I don't like salad. I'm gonna be honest, don't like salad, but lettuce by itself or kale by itself, that shit hits. Honestly, I was growing lettuce. My lettuce plant died because I didn't realize it was bolting. It was trying to turn into a tree. I told him, "Why are you turning into a tree?" He shook his fist at me and died. So I don't know, but that was some good lettuce. Romaine lettuce.
Hmm.
All right, your next one before I go on another inane, insane tangent.
Chocolate bundt cake.
Hmm.
You don't know what a bundt cake is?
I know what a bun cake is.
Well, a
Are you?
chocolate bundt cake is the pinnacle, especially a chocolate chip chocolate bundt cake.
Mm-hmm.
I have no more words. It's just delicious.
Honestly, it speaks for itself. Get some
Yep.
powdered sugar on there.
Yep. You get a
Mm.
small slice because that's all you need. It's very thick, it's very moist, and it's very delicious.
Mm-hmm.
There are no more words needed.
Absolutely agree.
Takes a little bit to make, but it's worth. And not nearly as much as some of the other stuff that I have on my list.
Oh yeah, honestly. All right. I think honestly, you're gonna have a lot more complicated things. Well, I like things a lot more simple. But yeah. Speaking of simplicity, fruit. You don't need to do anything special with it. Just take the fruit, open it up, and eat the fruit. You don't have to put
Hmm.
this or that on it. You can, but you don't need to. Just open up a mango, slice that bitch up with a knife. You're chilling. Open up a pineapple. I think I've never tried it, but I think you can just roll it and like pull out the 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 fruits and just eat those. With pineapple, you should probably avoid the middle because that's what absolutely murders your tongue because of the acidity. Also, gonna have sex, pineapple, have some earlier in the day. And watermelon. You know, watermelon's peak. All right. Honestly, mango sometimes hard to get right. Pineapple, it's usually good. Watermelon, you know how to pick that motherfucker. Doesn't matter. You're chilling. Open up a bitch. Open up a pineapple. Not open up a bitch. Open up a pineapple. Slice that bitch up. You're cooking. That's all I gotta say. All right, your turn.
All right. Gumbo.
Of course.
I We're not going this list without saying that. Like, let's be honest here.
Yeah.
Um. So gumbo. Um. What is there to say?
Not much. But say it anyways, because people need to know.
Okay. So my dog was called Rue. That is his name. That was my first dog. If that gives you any indication. Okay, I'll provide more context.
No, I have
Rue
no
is the
fucking
base for
clue.
gumbo.
Oh, okay. Okay. I guessed, but I didn't know where you were going with that. Yeah.
Anyway, point is, gumbo is the default dish. I'm gonna be honest. It's like taco. It's kind of
Mm-hmm.
the default dish for Cajuns. The one that you immediately think of when you ever you think of their like food. Um, and for a reason, right? It's hard to make, but Christ, is it good? It's hard to make right. It's easy to make. Um, yeah. So basically, the best way of saying it is, I'll explain it now. I guess most of Cajun food was made by people who were either from the Caribbean or France, um, and they had this idea that they like, or rather, they moved to the United States. Most of the time, when Louisiana was just first around, some people had lived there beforehand, but all of them had a problem, which is that for the most part, they were too poor to waste food. So a lot of Cajun dishes are made with that in mind, preserving food. Which is why a lot of them are made in ways that you would be able to make with scraps and leftovers, using traditional French techniques. Gumbo is the ultimate accumulation of this. It has rice, it has meat, it has vegetables, and a broth to die for. And all of it is just perfect. You can have it spicy, you can have it mild, doesn't fucking matter. It's delicious. You can put anything you want in it. Honestly, gumbo is just good. You just have to pick a theme. Do you want a seafood gumbo? Do you want like a more sausage based gumbo? Like you pick a theme, you make it, boom, it's gumbo.
You know what the color of gumbo reminds me of? And why it looks so good to
Well, it
me?
varies in color, but sure.
Yeah, I mean, it's like a brown slash red.
Anywhere
It does
but
the same
from
thing.
like kind of reddish to brown, yeah.
Pozole is a soup we have in Mexican dish. It is hominy and a thick-ish broth and beef or pork, and it is spicy as shit. And it's this reddish brownish color that I see in these images of gumbo. It's similar color where it kind of varies a little bit depending on what you have in it. Um, and it really reminds me of that. I don't know why. One of the things about pozole though, you cannot spill that shit. That shit will stain anything. That shit will stain your insides. But it is awesome. It's great. But no, I want to try gumbo as well.
You never had it?
No, I've never had gumbo.
Holy shit. Wait. Okay, that's actually a problem. What the
Yeah, I live
fuck?
in Chicago. We don't have Cajun people over
Oh,
here.
that's good. That's a good point.
Yeah,
Fuck, I guess
we
not.
have
Damn.
Mexicans, we have black people, and
No, I've taken it for granted then.
we have uh, Indian people, we have Italian people, and we have Polish people.
Yeah, I just assume most
That's
people have
the
had
that's the
gumbo at least
big
once.
group. No, it's more of a southern thing.
Damn.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I mean I have this like I don't know, 40 times a year maybe. Maybe
God damn.
30.
Well, I mean, might be moving to Texas soon, so soon, as in anomalous amount of time.
Any soon TM.
One of these years.
All right.
All right, my next one, sushi. Now, like I said before, I like things simple. I don't like these dragon rolls or whatever the fuck rolls, putting all this shit on it. Give me a nigiri, give me a maki roll, give me some rice, some nori, some fish, and maybe some vegetables. And I'm smacking, all right? Also give me some takoyaki. I know it's it's not it's not sushi, but like come on, bring it up. But no, give me some sushi, give me some soy sauce. I'm chilling. Don't hit me with all these random ass rolls. Just give me the fish, all right? Also, and one thing I wanted to say on the sushi topic, I hate how every other country besides Japan does fish. I get it, you need to preserve things, but fuck your your stuff is so ugly. I love the presentation of just some white rice and a sliced fish. All right, your next one.
Alrighty. Blackened salmon. So, um, you've
Another
had salmon
southern
before.
thing.
Have you ever had blackened salmon?
I've never had blackened salmon.
Okay, do you know what it is?
Not really, to be honest.
It is a salmon with a sear. It has a very thin layer of crispy skin, um, and is primarily seasoned with blackening seasoning, right?
I'm seeing this
Which is
images.
typically spicy as well.
Don't have to give me peace. Don't have to give me peace. God damn, this looks good.
Blackened salmon is by far my favorite seafood. Delicious. I honestly I don't know where it comes from.
That's definitely a southern dish, I could tell you that.
I yeah, no.
That's
Besides
definitely in
being
the south.
Cajun,
Probably the southeast coast, I would say.
well, it's
It's
Cajun, but
seafood.
like,
Oh, Caribbean, yeah.
yeah, I don't know where it comes from before then.
Oh, okay.
I assume it came from somewhere else besides just Cajun,
Yeah,
but
I
I don't
mean
know where
it
from where.
probably some like what's it called? Some coastal place,
Maybe.
obviously, because it's fish.
Hmm.
And
No,
salmon's
but
found everywhere.
I
So
really love blackened salmon. It's delicious, and if it's made right, the skin should be extremely thin and crispy,
mm, mm.
um, which provides a sharp little like hint of like explosion of flavor with every bite, and it's just really good. I love it.
God, God, that sounds good.
Got to make it right,
Oh yeah,
which is on a high heat,
fast.
kind of fast. Well, this year, more or less.
Yeah. All right, in the number 4 spot for me, we got eggs. I like my eggs a lot of ways. I've had them a lot of ways. My favorite are sunny side up and scrambled. Hard scramble, not soft scrambled. Because soft scrambled, you get a bit of like that weird texture. I'm not a big fan of the weird like slimy texture. I'm not a big fan of it. Even though I make a lot of soft scrambled eggs and I've put a lot of time into learning how to, um, I don't really like it. I like the like crunchy ends mixed with like the soft inner inside. Honestly, if I could learn how to make omu rice, I would, but I cannot for the life of me get the flipping down. I don't know what it is. I don't know how to do it. I would have to have like a master chef teach me. See, but throw some pepper, put some salt, put some garlic powder, scramble that bitch up. You got it. Now, one thing I do hate: motherfuckers who don't season their eggs. I don't know what's wrong with you. I don't know who didn't love you as a child. You need to season your eggs, all right? Don't just fry up an egg and then put it on something or put it on your plate, all right? Put some salt on there at least. For the love of God. This is a PSA. Salt your egg. There's also a few things I want to try, such as tea eggs and um, like like chili oil. What's it called? It's chili oil pickled eggs. I want to try those. Anyways, your turn.
As we go down this list, I'm starting to realize more and more that you're just missing out on food.
I'm just missing out on food.
Yeah.
Well, because you're from the South. You have all these good ass foods that I don't have.
Next one is one that you definitely do, so no worries.
I see.
It's don't worry, it's going to be very temporary. But biscuits,
Mm,
homemade
yeah.
biscuits specifically,
Oh yeah.
which my mom would make me kind of often growing up.
Oh
She really enjoys cooking, so one of her favorite things to make was homemade biscuits.
yeah.
Delicious.
Yeah, that's also one
They're
thing
not hard to make. They're just good.
that's also one thing I missed growing up is that none of my parents liked to cook.
Hmm.
The only person in our family who liked to cook was my grandma. So, and she makes Mexican dishes that a lot of them I don't like because I don't like salsa. I'll eat it, but I don't like it. It's respect for the cook, you know?
Hmm.
You know, biscuits with some butter. Fry that bitch up. Nah, you know what? Actually, speaking of biscuits, you ever walking through the mall? You see that stand for the Annie, Aunt, whatever. Ann's, Auntie Anne's? There we go.
Hmm. Yeah, I do.
You get what is it called? Pretzel dog? That's what I think of. You ever had one of those?
Yep.
That shit slaps. And that's like the fattest thing ever. But yeah, that's what I think of. But no, what's it called? My other grandma actually, the one I call Mama, she liked making biscuits growing up. When I would spend summers over at my mom's house, she would make biscuits and we would watch movies. And so yeah, biscuits, very good memories for me as well. All right. And speaking of bread, I have my number 3 spot. Number 3 spot is bread. Specifically, my two favorites.
I thought you were just gonna do olive bread, and I was like, my guy.
All of bread. Yeah, I like a lot of breads, but I had to boil it down to two, which is, and they have to be fresh. They have to be fresh. A stale bread is a bad bread. A baguette, and this one that we have, that I have to tell a short, very, very short story about. Bolillo. It is a Mexican bread and the best bread I've ever had. I believe I was in it was Pachuca, I believe. And we were staying over there for like a week with my stepmom's family. And across the road, I've told this story before, but across the road, they had one of their neighbors who whose entire house was basically an oven where they baked goods. They had these fat ass donuts, all the bread you could think of, and the best one, they had bolillos. And when I tell you the bolillos from that house changed my fucking life. I'm kidding, but they were really good. Like that is the best bread I've ever had. Honestly, I would probably go to Mexico just to have those again because the bolillos we get here are American made and they're not good. Honestly, I should learn how to make my own because American made bread, honestly, it's not good. They put too much sugar and stuff in it. But yeah, your turn. We're
Okay.
coming up on the last ones,
Brisket.
of course. Honestly, I I didn't have that good of brisket when I went over there.
Yep, that's because they didn't have a good one.
Yeah. Well, I was with you. and we went
I
to go
know.
get brisket, and it wasn't that good.
I just found a random fucking place.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, I've never been there before.
Yeah, it wasn't that great. We need to go
It was
get
okay.
we need to go get it again, pick a different place, and we need to
Or
hit it
at
up.
home. I don't know, pulled pork, one of the two.
I mean, are we really gonna go through all that to do it?
It's whatever.
What do you mean it's whatever? It's like 12 hours. It's 12 hours of work. What do you mean? Yeah, it's whatever. 12 hours of smoking later. God. Do you have anything else to say about not pulled pork, brisket?
No, not in particular. It's brisket. Like, what do you want?
I guess so. I mean,
It's delicious.
yeah, it is delicious. I've had it once over here. It was pretty good, but I think I need to really get a 5-star place down there to really experience it.
Most of the 5-star places are quite literally at someone's house.
That's fair. You know what? You got a point.
For a barbecue.
Yeah. I need a big either Mexican or like big white dude with a tank top and a huge back to make me some brisket with a hard southern accent. That would change my existence.
Damn.
You know the dude I'm talking about. Dude who's straight chefing on that grill.
I know.
You know who I'm talking about.
I know.
All right. Now, my second to last one, pizza. Now, I've said before this is my favorite food, but it's technically not because of my first choice. But my favorite pizza is probably a baked barbecue meat lovers pizza. Instead of the normal sauce, you got barbecue sauce, and it's really fucking good. I get it from Domino's. We got a good Domino's over here. Honestly, if you don't like Domino's, you probably don't got a good Domino's near you, and it is really hard to find a good one. So keep that in mind. Because Domino's sucks. But when they're good, they're good. Hear me out. I also did have this place near where Violet lived. Cause when I was staying with her for a bit, when I was down there, there was this place who had a good sale on pizza, and their pizza kind of slapped. My only problem was I couldn't keep it because she lived in an apartment, and the apartment had bugs because the Texas fucking has so much bugs. There's so many fucking bugs.
Yeah.
That's the only thing I don't like about going down to Texas. And the heat. But I can deal with heat. All right. Now your second to last one.
Okay, my second to last one is jambalaya.
What is jambalaya? Uh-oh. Oh, I broke him.
It is primarily just what?
You're back.
Oh, okay. Well, jambalaya is primarily a
It looks
large.
like gumbo.
Well, it kind of is, but without the roux. The best way to describe it is it does actually have a lot of the same ingredients as gumbo. Typically, it's a little bit spicier, and again, doesn't have the roux. So instead of being a stew, it's it's just rice,
Gotcha. Looks
otherwise known as jambalaya rice.
good. Oh, I see.
So it's I don't know how else to describe it, man. It's like fried rice, except instead of fried, it's with a bunch of different Cajun spices and what you would expect out of a Cajun dish.
Wait a second.
What's up?
You're saying a French fried this jambalaya?
No,
Oh, okay.
I'm saying a French cooked this jambalaya.
French. I mean, a French did cook this jambalaya. You right. When you right, you right. God, it looks really good.
Mhm.
But speaking of looking really good, and speaking of rice, you know what my number one spot is? Everyone knows it. If pizza can't be it, it's fucking rice. We
Just rice.
fucking rice. Yes. Main dish
Okay.
rice. Fucking rice. You've got jambalaya, that's rice. You've got chicken fried rice, that's rice. You got shrimp fried rice, that's rice. You
Dog, you
got just
straight cheating by just
base
choosing categories.
got base white rice, that's rice. Honestly, a bowl of plain white rice with nothing on it, I would eat the hell out of. Honestly,
You gotta put salt in that bitch. What?
nah. Nope.
Plain white rice? Yeah, you gotta
Yup.
put a little salt.
Nope. White
You're insane.
rice. Stick that shit together. Fucking Pringles, but Pringles.
Fucking Pringles? Okay, sure.
No, don't put Pringles in it. I meant like voila. Look, white rice just goes with everything. It's just good. If you don't like rice, you can't be trusted. If you can't sit there with your main dish being a bowl of white rice and then having a side dish of something else, I don't think you can be trusted. That's it. I don't make the rules. I just make the rules.
Wonderful.
It's your turn.
Tiramisu.
Ah.
Do you know what a tiramisu is?
I don't know how to spell it apparently, but I do. It's this, and it's really good. Yeah, I don't have it often, but it is really good.
It's very, very simple. Basically, it is a dessert that is made
Mm.
kind of like a lasagna. What is up?
Well, first you said it's very very simple. It's not. It's really not.
No, it is. It
No.
is. Yeah. It's a dessert that's made kind of like a lasagna in that it is layered. And specifically what it is, it's layered ladyfingers, then cream, then it's topped with cocoa powder dust, a few other things, cinnamon, and then it is layered with more ladyfingers, and then cream, and then the same thing. It's literally just
Uh,
layers and layers stacked on top of one another.
See, a lot of the tiramisu you see is not that whatsoever. It's not that
Well,
at
it's
all.
very similar to it, because it has to be. But it is a derivative that looks more visually, or I'd say more visually congruent, because
Cohesive.
it doesn't use lady fingers. Typically, it'll either crumbles or like something or another, right?
Yeah, that's
Something
what
that
I do.
looks less, you know. But that's the original.
Man, I'm seeing original tiramisu. This looks dumb as hell.
It's
it
delicious.
it kind of looks stupid.
It's delicious. Shut the fuck up.
I bet it's delicious. I bet it's absolutely fucking it slaps. But it does look stupid. Gotta admit. Go
No.
look up ladyfingers. Tell me this doesn't look stupid. Actually, you know what? Now that we're in the podcast channel, I can post here. Here we go. Everybody in chat, everybody in the audience, take a look at that. Doesn't that look dumb? We're not arguing if it's tasty or not. We know it's tasty. Does it look stupid is the question.
Well, all desserts look stupid if you cut it a certain way.
Yeah, I mean, if you're using the original recipe for most things, they're pretty dumb, but
Shut up, fucking idiot. I hate you.
I
Also, I love that
mean,
tiramisu is meant to be made or eaten with coffee.
yeah, I think
Dipped.
a lot of tiramisu you get at places is like right next to the coffee cake. So,
Yeah, because it's delicious. I mean,
yeah.
it's plain and simple.
Mm-hmm. Honestly, even this image has coffee beans next to it.
Yeah. That's its intention.
Honestly, just make like a tiramisu, but like with coffee as like the topping. Shit would kind of slap. Or like mix coffee into the cream. Mm-hmm. It's basically a coffee cake, actually.
Hmm.
But anyways, if you don't have anything left to say, this will be the end of the last episode of season 1. And the episode 8, the podcast of the Degenerate Generation. You have anything less to say?
Nothing in particular. Just see you next season.
See you next season, where we'll be definitely having somebody on. Bye, Starlights.
Probably. Bye.
If I don't get lazy. I mean, we'll probably start with the Ember interview.
Oh.
Either that, or we'll do some kind of smash or pass. Who knows?
All right.